The economy of South San Antonio is one of the lowest middle-income areas. Parents and caregivers work 2 or 3 jobs to support their loved ones. Families on average have 3 or 4 children. The average income per household is $36,000 to $46,000 per year. San Antonio has a diverse Hispanic community representing 64.7% of the population. San Antonio is the 7th most populated city in the United States, over 2.3 million inhabitants, mainly a tourist center. Wealthier families live on the city's north side, accessing high-quality products, services, and recreational activities. In contrast, the population in the south side lives with fewer resources, having limited access to services, supermarkets, and healthy foods. Vulnerable neighborhood environments directly affect overall health problems for low-income families. The specialists know and are aware of the real problem of childhood obesity. They are living it daily with their patients.
Well, it's great to be here. My name is Dr. John Bruyere. I'm a staff pediatrician here at Community Care Health Centers at the West Campus. Even prior to the COVID-19 pandemic, we've also had a childhood obesity epidemic. The Robert Wood Johnson Foundation actually released a report back in October that said that about 15.5% of U.S. children aged between 10 to 17 years old suffer from obesity. When a child carries that much weight for their frame, it does put a lot of stress on the body, and it can cause a lot of health issues. For example, starting from the top, it can create mental health issues, as we know, anxiety, depression, body image issues, lots of bullying. Also, future risk for cardiovascular disease. We know that adults and children alike are at increased risk for dyslipidemia, or having higher levels of fat and cholesterol in the blood, which over time can increase your risk for heart attack and stroke. So according to recent data that I have found, about $14 billion is allocated towards costs associated with childhood obesity, direct medical costs associated with obesity. Obese children on average have about $13,000 extra in costs devoted to medical care than children who are not obese.
Thank you for having me. My name is Dr. Feely, and I'm the Associate Program Director for Family Medicine Residency Program here at Community Care, and I also supervise the Sports Medicine Fellowship Program that we have. So being more active at a young age creates a healthier life habits for children. Kind of helps them move away from bad habits, getting involved with the wrong crowd, and actually focusing on their health, on their diet, on their education, because playing sports is actually great for the mind as well.
So participating in physical activity can address your physical health and your mental health as well, right? So we know that physical activity or engaging in exercise for at least 30 to 60 minutes a day will improve your overall strength, it'll improve your heart and lung function, it'll improve your coordination and your balance, your speed, and as I said before, it can increase your endorphins and make you feel good, to reduce stress and anxiety, and we know that stress and anxiety are closely linked to obesity. Another big benefit of participating in sports is improved quality of sleep. If you engage in 60 minutes of exercise per day, you're going to feel pretty exhausted when it's time for you to go to bed. You're not even going to want to use that tablet or your phone or watch TV. You're going to just listen to your body, you're going to fall sound asleep, and we know that improved quality of sleep is also linked to having more energy the following day and having improved focus, which can overall then lead to improved academic performance and decreased depression and anxiety. So it's really a fantastic opportunity that you are providing the children of the city who I think need it the most.
Low-income families are twice as likely to develop obesity. This problem is a vicious cycle caused by health inequity. Children spend too much time on screens, which drives them into unhealthy eating habits and inactivity, causing overweight and obesity, possibly leading them into depression or anxiety. One thing leads to another, and vice versa. As a result, their brains are vulnerable to disconnecting violence from gaming versus reality, more likely engaging in violence to others or themselves. Parents struggle so much time working 2 or 3 jobs, they have no time to prepare their meals, supervise their children on screens and what they see, and the time they spend. This drives the children into depression and anxiety, or feeling just not part of the group.
My name is Maria Felix Ortiz. I'm a professor over at University of the Incarnate Word. The physical activity is very important for brain development. When you are doing cardiovascular exercise, you're promoting blood flow to the brain. Exercise is very important for kids because the brain health means they can do better in school, they can have better mental health, they can reach their goals. Physical activity circulates hormones and brain chemicals that promote feeling good and that prevent depression and help with anxiety. So physical activity sport is very important for mental health. Sport is especially important for young girls because it helps them develop confidence that is usually knocked down at puberty. Girls start to struggle with image issues, especially if they're on Instagram a lot. And so the antidote to Instagram is sport. Okay. Because a young woman engaged in sports, she'll gain confidence as she gains skills.
I'm a teacher. My husband does drywall. So it takes both of us working full time to keep our household going, especially with our 3 kids. I don't necessarily have a second job, but I do take on like extra duties, like summer school.
Salir temprano a trabajar 8 horas, 10 horas o lo que se resulte en el trabajo, ¿verdad? Para poder salir el día, porque pues ahora sí que las horas son 40 horas, pero ya de ahí pues podemos meter un poquito más de horas para yo poder salir adelante con mi familia.
Last week I had a student of mine pass away from gunfire, gang violence. And this was very, very close to home to where we're at right now, less than 2 miles away. He was shot at 10:30 at night, laid on the floor, dead in the street. This past Monday, we had his funeral. Monday morning, his mom committed suicide, the day of his child's funeral and rosary, because she couldn't deal with the loss of her son. I look back at this child and I picture him, and this was 3 or 4 weeks ago, seeing him in the hallways, talking to him and telling him hi. But this student never played sports, was never in any extracurricular activities. He had just gone through life as just being another number, just another name. I caught myself because I had him in class 2 or 3 years ago and would tell him hi. But somewhere along the line, because he didn't have the things to do after school, when that school bell rung, he found himself hanging around people he shouldn't have. And that's where, for me, it's huge, because I look at my children and I look at that could happen to them. If I don't keep them active and get them to use all of their physical attributes and their mind on the right things, other people are going to take them into the wrong. And I share this story because it hits home. It's right here. We're a Title I school, which means we're in a neighborhood that's not financially capable of sending them and playing in $3,000 or $4,000 soccer clubs or playing select baseball and travel all across the state. Parents are struggling. Parents are barely trying to make it here.
A recent study by the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, showed that in 2020, more than 4,300 young people died from firearm-related injuries. The overall suicide, homicide, and involuntary and undetermined death rate in the USA increased by 29.5% among children and adolescents.
Shots fired! Get inside! Go, go, go!
New body cam video released by the Uvalde mayor shows the frantic first moments police arrived on scene at Robb Elementary. This video taken by Uvalde Police Sergeant Daniel Coronado as he made his way inside the building. But within moments, more gunshots.
Shots fired inside the building, Uvalde!
Since we left shoot-around, 14 children were killed 400 miles from here, and a teacher. And in the last 10 days, we've had elderly black people killed in a supermarket in Buffalo. We've had Asian churchgoers killed in Southern California, and now we have children murdered at school. When are we gonna do something?
Las malas amistades como los llevaron ahora sí que a las drogas, hasta que mi niña estuvo en el hospital porque ella, creemos que fue una sobredosis, no sé qué pasó. Ella perdió la memoria, trató de quitármela el estado. Es algo muy difícil que he vivido y muy duro porque yo no quiero que mis otros niños lleguen a algo así, ¿verdad? Yo les digo que eso es muy feo, que eso no los va a llevar a nada bueno en esta vida.
BBC News reported in early April 2020 that 954 young children died of an overdose.
They kind of treated me like not really like all the other kids. They would like
they would like judge you about how you played and stuff.
I didn't like that team. It was like different. The coaches didn't really care about you. The people were rude. The kids not friendly at all.
Can you just share us that story? I want to know what happened. People used to not like you because you didn't play good. Over there, it made me feel bad because people wouldn't pass the ball to you.
Sporti Fest, Future Athlete Student Training, is a youth development program based on 3 youth development pillars: physical, social, emotional, and wellness. All skilled level players, 4 to 15 years old, beginners or advanced, are welcome to be part of Sporti Fest. Players will be physically active 4 times a week during practices and game time, developing social and emotional skills at all times while being part of a team. Through monthly conferences and sessions with experts, we will provide education to parents and caregivers on how to instill better meal planning strategies, social and emotional techniques to help kids manage their emotions, and spiritual-based guided meditations to achieve an overall wellness state of health. As a result, they may implement it in their household, positively impacting the child, their siblings, families, and the community. In the last 4 years, Sporti has successfully served more than 200 children, their families, and their community.
I like coming to Sporti so I can run around and learn new things while playing soccer and make more friends.
El crecimiento personal que Alex ha desarrollado aquí en Sporti ha sido muy valuable, ha sido muy bueno. Él se siente con más confianza, puede relacionar más con otros niños, otros muchachitos. El ambiente es súper bueno, divertido, y yo siento que él ha desarrollado más que nada la comunicación con otras personas.
When I first started, it was kind of hard, and I couldn't really run and do tricks and kick, but now, 6 months later, I am way better at it. I can run faster, and I can kick better.
I've been able to express myself more and call out for their names if they don't pass the ball. And I didn't used to do that. I used to be very quiet. I have made friends at Sporti.
En Giselle lo he visto más porque ha hecho un poco más de amigas. En lo fútbol ha desarrollado más, como sabe driblar, sabe conducir un poco más el balón. Ha tenido un poquito más de desempeño, que hasta incluso se metió al equipo de la escuela. En Johnny es un poco más diferente porque él empezó a jugar un poco más antes que Giselle. Yo siento que Johnny tiene un poquito más ha tenido más de desempeño en el juego.
Like Sporti, I learned a lot from these coaches. They're really nice, they care, and I just like them because they just teach me new stuff I didn't know before.
The people at Sporti are just nice.
Le ha enseñado a obedecer reglas, casi como nosotros le tenemos reglas en casa, no hagas esto, no hagas aquello, y aquí es como un parte de juego y un parte de reglas.
As a parent, I feel very confident with Sporti. They are very good, very engaging, very good organization. I have 2 younger children who, once they become of age, I hope they will want to join Sporti as well.
I like to play with my friends in Sporti. I like Sporti because it's fun.
Before Sporti, she was shy, not very friendly with other kids that she didn't know. But now at Sporti, she's really outgoing. She learned that she can play goalie now because she used to be really scared of the ball. The only times that I don't bring her is when she's sick because she does have asthma, but that's the running around has actually helped her. The doctors actually said the more she exercises, the stronger her lungs are.
It's been really helpful for me.
Emiliano has improved, his daily routines because with Sporti, he wants to get better. He sees he's a little competitive, so he wants to get better little by little. Also, his snacks for school, he's taking more fruit than before that. He wanted things like chips or candy.
Do you like soccer? Yes. Okay.
Pues siempre me he sentido orgulloso de ellos, y ahora más que le echa ganas, se siente emocionado. Por eso todos los días le digo, vamos y vamos y vamos.
With your support of the cause, we can transform children's lives and change their future. Our goal for the next year, 2023, is to serve 800 more, positively impact hundreds of families, and transform a community. Imagine the impact. 800 children. That means a neighborhood, a community, a society.
like Sporty because I like how the coaches teach me how to play soccer, and I like kicking the ball, and I like the exercise.
I love that I can make friends, and I love being here.
I love that I can come and practice and develop my skills as a soccer player.
I got off the couch and I got into Sporty.
Gracias.
This program that you've put together is very inspiring, and I have just hoped every day that I would have an opportunity to set my kiddos up with a program like this.
Invito a que todos los papás tengamos como eso, de que los niños tengan algo que hacer por las tardes.
Gracias por todo lo que nos han dado, porque nosotros realmente cambiamos a ir ahí. Siempre era nomás estar aquí en la casa y ahora todos queremos estar allá. Todos queremos ir allá y así va a ser siempre.
Simplemente pues darles gracias por la oportunidad. Espero que siga viniendo aquí a Sporti. Tiene muy buenos coaches, muy buenos entrenadores y darle para adelante, a ver hasta dónde llega.
Thank you for being in Sporti. Thank you for being part of this program. Do you like it?
Yes.
Very much? How much do you like it?
Different.
Oh, great. Would you support potential youth leaders? Save them from underserved neighborhoods, food deserts, and health inequities? By transforming daily unhealthy habits that are silently killing them into healthier lifestyles? Choose health. Support the cause.